afternoon. I never knew the suppliers can be easily evaluated this way also. Da. Quality of the product, oats 3, quality of the product, 3 of them has been given. Okay, so 3 of them have given. They are able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So quality of the product இதெல்லாம் டோட்டலா அந்த ஓட்ஸ் கவுண்ட் பண்ணாலே லைக் ஹார்ட்லி லைக் ஒரு 20 இருந்தா ஜாஸ்தி. இதுல வேற ஃபுல் ஸ்கிரீன் என்ன இவ்ளோ ஸ்லோ ஆகுது. See? Okay, so this is what it is. See, இதுல வேற எத்தனை பேர் ஐயோ ஐ எம் சோ ஹாப்பிடா. பசங்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்றதே தெரியல. குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன். Quality of the high capacity, good quality delivery. So Carter's, hey, what is this Carter's 10C model?
யார் அது போட்டாங்க அவங்க தான் ஆன்சர் பண்ணணும் guys.
Consistency, after sale service, location, service. Huh? What is the Carter's 10C model? Someone tell me, my dear.
Ma'am, Carter's 10Cs are like, I don't know who put it, but I know about it. It's just like it's supplier evaluation of supplier model. There's a separate model called Carter's 10Cs model, which has like culture, cost, cash, control, commitment, capacity, and all of that. But I mean, I've read about it. I haven't put that answer though.
Okay, no, anyway, I'm happy to hear that because like very few talk about that, but I'm just relating this with evaluation. To my knowledge, Carter's 10C model does not apply for evaluation, right?
It can be used for evaluation.
I have posted that. Okay.
Okay, let me also go and read some insights about it and come then. Or if someone can share something about it more, it will be nice. I don't know who was talking before. I was not able to see who was talking before. Who talked about Carter's 10C model?
Mayank, ma'am.
Mayank, if you can talk something more on that. He left out.
I mean, I mean, so basically, Carter's 10C's supplier evaluation model, it generally categorizes evaluation of suppliers into 10 different, brackets, starting from competency. That is how competent the suppliers are and what are the best prices as such. Then comes capacity, commitment, control, cash, cost, consistency, culture, clean, and communication. Now, out of these, even I'm not too sure about culture and like clean as such, but a few, most of them are pretty straightforward when it comes to say control, cash, cost. Those are straightforward, but when it comes to things like clean and culture, I'm not too sure about what that exactly denotes to in this model.
The clean and culture denotes the reputation, ma'am, and the goodwill of the.
Is it? It is qualitative, right? You just it is not a quantitative one. Am I correct?
Yes, quantitative. I mean, capacity over here. Capacity is there. Then there is consistency also. So these are the two things that
Only will fall under,
that can be that can be evaluated by approach for quantitative and qualitative.
Okay. We study this for like understanding like for vendor in terms of general vendor properties and general vendor features. But I myself, I'm not sure with this category whether it comes under evaluation of assessment. Anyhow, I will also explore more further on this, and surely probably if you can also explore we will again discuss on this Carter's 10C model. Anyway, happy we will explore more on this. Okay, conduct routine evaluation, but generally I think the screen is visible and most of you have come up with quality of the product. Someone has given something called as Binod or something. Is that something to do with evaluation of suppliers again? No, right? Okay. Is it so? Binod, I think probably there is some spelling with it. Conduct routine evaluation of service, that's all happened. Okay. Now, coming back to your screen, like, no, when we are going to talk about hold on, let me open the Jamboard. When we going to discuss on the evaluation part of a supplier, we are going to discuss now with regard to the quantitative metrics. Okay, so what will be how quantitatively you will be able to evaluate the suppliers. There are few methods that which we will discuss in this. How do we rate a vendor? So under categorical method, the first method is called as the categorical method. Is my screen visible? No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Visible.
It's visible, ma'am.
Okay.
It's visible.
Or I will also share this Jamboard. So under the categorical methods, what happens is there are a list of factors you will be listing out for evaluation. You listed out some factors, right? We saw right now, we saw it in a cloud, some factors. It's the quality, it is some supplier's time, some key things, price and delivery, location, service, cost, what happens, control in terms of probably quality control. Then what else? Some major factors which I see are these categories: price, delivery, quality, service, location, control, consistency of their performance, supplier time, performance base. So this is all which we were talking about, some factors which we listed, right? So what we do in this categorical method is we will identify, after identifying these factors, this is what we will list the factors. We will prepare the performance report at some periodical intervals. And like, no, then you will say, like, no, if they get above 80, then it's an excellent. 70 to 90. You will also fix this category. So depending on what is the score that they get, then you will say, like, no, how are the vendors' performance. So this is your first one, categorical method. The second method is called as the weighted point method. Weighted point method means what we will do is you will give different weights. What happened in the categorical method, we just listed some factors, like, no, you like whatever factors we discussed, we just listed some factors. But here what we will do in the weighted point method is when we are listing some factors, quality, delivery, price, see, I am giving more weightage for quality. Quality is going to be given more weightage. Can you see? We are giving some 50 points. Whereas for delivery, you are giving only 30 points, and for the price, you are going giving 20 points. So what is according to your priority, according to your company, we list these points: quality, delivery, price, and 100. In this particular criteria, like method, I have taken only 3 factors. I have identified only 3 factors. It's up to the company to decide what are the factors and give how much weightage they want. For me, as for my company, I decided that these 3 factors will be considered with this many weights. Okay. Now let's do an assessment, evaluate a vendor. So you have, say for example, you have received some 160 units, and out of the 160 units, what happens is probably your 16 got rejected. Okay. Now, so how will you calculate it? I'll show you the calculation. So say for example, I'm considering the quality performance. What will happen? Number of lots accepted divided by number of lots received. Okay. Just a weighted average calculation which you do, because your point is 50. Okay. So this is how out of 50 points, you will find out like how much points they have got. Similarly, we can do this for delivery, and similarly, we can do this for price. Okay. Say for example, for price, let us try to do here. For price performance, See, from the examination point of view, you actually don't have any problems. You will not receive any problems in your question paper, but they'll be asking like, what is the methods of evaluation? Suppliers offer.
3:45 join பண்ண சொல்லிடுங்க
Uh,
சொல்றீங்களா
students are received by suppliers offer, and because since you have given us 20 points, you will multiply it by 20. So this is how we will be calculating. Similarly, for delivery also you will be doing it. Okay, so delivery is something like timely performance. Timely performance is equal to number of lots delivered on time divided by number of lots for delivery. Okay, similarly you will make this calculation. So now after you do this calculation, what you will do is you get it for the answer, sum total it, you will get it for 100, and after you get it for 100, you will know what is the result, like no, how is he be proceeding. So into 30. This is a simple weighted calculation, weighted point average calculation, which you do, I think you would have done in your statistics or max paper also. This is one way of doing this. Okay, then the next one will be your cost ratio method. Okay, what will be your cost ratio method?
Ma'am, it's like what cost you give plus the
Yes.
what the quality you give or the quantity, something like that.
Okay.
If I'm not
Similarly,
sure.
like for everything you do, like no, for delivery cost, what is the cost, quality cost? What is the cost that you attach? Anybody had any other point to tell, express? Want to share?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Quality cost. What all will be your quality cost? What is the delivery cost? You will identify the cost, and from the based on the cost, you will be telling. Okay. Say, I'll give you an example. Say for example, this quality cost is going to be like no rupees 2000. Okay, and the cost of material is going to be rupees 2 lakhs. Oops, sorry. So rupees 2 lakh. Okay. So what will be the quality cost ratio? The quality cost ratio will be, I don't want to put it in a PPT because it's very monotonous sometimes. Like this gives me a feeling of whiteboard, at least writing on a board. So what happens? It's going to be 1%. So
Ma'am,
similarly, if you take
ma'am,
delivery cost,
we cannot
yes.
we cannot see. You're just putting the last in weighted pointed method only. We can see, ma'am.
அட பாவி, இதெல்லாம் முன்னமே சொல்ல மாட்டியா? இரு வரேன். Okay. Okay, so if you look at the cost ratio method, say for example, quality cost is 2000, cost of material is 2 lakhs, then this ratio comes to 1%. So similarly, if you take delivery cost, say suppose the delivery cost is say approximately 1000 rupees.
Ma'am, it's 10%, not 1%, ma'am. How would it be a 1%, ma'am?
Sorry. Okay, similarly, delivery cost ratio, you know the delivery cost. So similarly, what you can do is you will be also doing delivery cost ratio. Okay, so once when you know what is the cost ratio, delivery ratio, then we do. See all these things, whatever we discussed, okay, the cost ratio or the weighted average method, or the other one what we discussed, the first one, categorical method. In all these methods, what we try to do is we try to evaluate the suppliers quantitatively by numbers. We assign some weights, we give them some ratings, and based on this we are doing this. Okay, but we also have some other methods which is called as the qualitative methods. Okay, so if you take qualitative methods, we will have methods such as the previous one. Since we do it by numbers, we say it is the quantitative. Here the quantitative methods, what we will have is critical incidence method. Critical incidence method is something which happened very specifically. Okay, say suddenly you had a very important order which was not which was not planned. Suddenly you ask your vendor whether it is feasible for them, whether they can cooperate or work along with them, and then can they deliver it on the time, so that you don't lose your own order. Okay, so in that particular case the vendor cooperates with you, extends their full cooperation, and it helps you to get your order completed. So that is one of your critical incident. Or it may be even not something positive, it may be sometimes even negative, where one particular time the vendor failed to do the delivery. So what we do here basically is we will be documenting all, whatever it is, either good or bad, we will be documenting everything. And then after over a period of time, when you read through the document, you will be evaluate the vendor. So that is called as the critical incidence method. Okay, the second one is your checklist method. Checklist method is very simple. You again will list out all the factors, like what we listed out. No, we will be all listing out all the factors. But previously what we did, when we listed out all the factors, we assigned some numbers to them, and then we tried to evaluate them. But here in this checklist system, we will just list these factors, and again over a period of time we will be completely evaluating how much they have followed, or how much they have adhered to all the practices whatever is required. So that is called as the qualitative method. So when we come to the evaluation of the suppliers, there are both methods which we studied, the qualitative methods and the quantitative methods. Under the quantitative methods, we discussed categorical method, weighted point method, and also the cost ratio method. Under the qualitative method, we discussed the critical incidence method and the checklist system. I think I have typos. Yes, okay. Checklist system, which is your qualitative. Okay. So any queries on this?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. So, guys,